So, in this video, I want to talk about the conversation surrounding the tragic loss of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi. Very, very sad situation. And a lot of you guys have been asking me what I think about this. And of course, when I heard about what happened, I thought it was extremely sad. It was shocking. A terrible way to die, him and his daughter being with him. That's really what made it sad to me. She was so young. And I just don't wish that to happen on anyone. I don't wish that for any family, any wife, any mother. And I wasn't going to speak on this at all. I was hoping my silence on the matter would give Black women a clue to what kind of code we should be on. But apparently enough of us have not gotten the memo. And I just feel this needs to be said for both sides. The Black women who are bringing up Kobe's past rape allegations, as well as the Black women who are attacking Gayle King right now for asking about Kobe's past rape allegations when interviewing his friend, Lisa Leslie, who is an ex-WNBA player. And before I continue, to address the people that feel it's too soon to be critical of Kobe or feel like it's insensitive or feel like anyone who isn't singing his praises is celebrating his death, you're free to feel however you feel, but so is everyone else, you guys. And in my opinion, just because some people are talking about his past or, well, where his wealth is going, it doesn't mean they're celebrating his death. I think that's a very exaggerated emotional response. And I get it. A lot of you are mourning, but this man was a mega star. Not everybody liked him. Not everybody is going to mourn him. And a lot of people are going to do a lot of talking. And the people who weren't, big fans of his for whatever reason, they are going to talk about other things like his past and his wealth and his assets and who gets what. That is just the way it is when you're a Kobe Bryant. Even when you're a regular person, the same is going to happen to all of us when we die. Not everyone is going to mourn us. That is just life. And what happened to him and his daughter is very sad. I'm not a heartless person. So yes, it was very, very sad to hear, but I'm still indifferent to everyone else's opinions. I'm not going to, try to silence them or anything like that. I honestly don't care that much to silence whatever people have to say who did not like Kobe Bryant. Now, do I think it's the most tasteful thing to speak ill of someone who just passed away, with his daughter? No. But in my opinion, there will never be a good time to discuss this for those of you that like Kobe Bryant, because you don't want to hear anything negative about him. Let's just be honest, okay? And again, it's understandable. So I'm telling you now that you may want to click off this video right now, because what I'm going to say next may trigger you. You've been warned, okay? So my opinion is not the popular one, but here it is. I don't feel like any of this is Black women's business. I mean, I just have to be honest with you. Not the white women or, non-Black woman. I don't know if she was white, but the woman who Kobe allegedly raped. And I don't think that's our business. I don't think the women who choose to bring up his rape allegations, I don't think it's necessarily our business to condemn them either. None of this is my fight as a Black woman. That is how I'm looking at this. And I say that because white women, they don't collectively come to Black women's defense when we're raped and abused. So what Kobe did to a white woman or non-Black woman, I don't know what race she is. I know she wasn't Black. Okay. So whatever Kobe did to that woman is their fight. Okay. It sounds harsh, but that's the truth, and I know we have some non-Black female allies out there, but they need more people before we go speaking on their behalf. Okay. For the most part, they only care when women who look like them are raped and abused. So I think Black women should operate the same way. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be insensitive to, the victim. I don't even know what happened. I hear there's like some fishy things in the case. Not my business, not my fight. I didn't read up on the case. That's not my business. Okay. And if you notice, white women and white men are the main ones dragging Kobe as far as, his rape allegations, but Black men are focusing on Gayle. And I find that very interesting because when it comes to colorism, Black men tell us to focus on white men and white supremacy. Have you noticed that? But with this, they're not focusing on the white people and white supremacy and the white media. They're focusing on Gayle. right? But we can't talk about black male celebrities that attack dark skinned women. We should only focus on white men. Do you see how that works? And another thing, what happened to not putting so much energy into celebrities? Because that's what black women are told anytime we talk about celebrity black men. But black men are literally having meltdowns over this Gayle and Kobe situation right now. And some of them are having meltdowns over, black women saying, hey, I'm not going to mourn Kobe Bryant. But listen, fellas, if you tell black women to stop caring about black men or black male celebrities, then don't get mad when black women stop caring. You tell us to only focus on the men who date us and who want us. Well, it looks like we're starting to do that. And I have to say this too, as some people have already brought up, when Trayvon Martin died, Kobe Bryant said himself that he wasn't obligated to support Trayvon just because he was black and that he was going to wait on the facts. So Kobe himself wasn't quick to mourn someone on the strength of them being black. So if he was allowed to feel that way, then so are other people when it comes to him. He doesn't get special treatment just because he's a celebrity that died in a helicopter crash. Again, I know that's hard for some of you to hear, but it really is the truth. Kobe Bryant doesn't get special treatment just because you like him and just because he had an impact on your life. He didn't have that on everybody, you guys. That's just life. That's life. We've also never known Kobe to speak up for black women or publicly defend black women. So is it really our job as black women to speak up for him and protect his legacy? Again, I'm not telling you how to feel, black women. If you were really a fan of Kobe's and he had a big impact on your life or your children, I can understand. But for those of us who were indifferent towards him when he was alive and weren't really inspired by him in any special way, I wasn't, I think we should leave protecting his legacy up to his wife. I think we should leave that up to his wife, the black women in his family, women who are Mexican like his wife, the Mexican community, and black men. That should be his support system right now for the most part. His wealth is going to his wife and her community. Black women did not benefit from Kobe when he was alive, and we don't benefit from him now that he's dead. Kobe did not mess with black women like that, ladies. He went to prom with Brandy, but that's it. He didn't have kids with a black woman. He didn't marry a black woman. And I see you guys kind of trying to reach at Brandy like that really matters. It really doesn't. It doesn't. That's not where his wealth is going to. And I'm not saying that's the only thing that matters, but he married his wife. That's the woman that should matter the most right now. That's where his loyalty was at, okay? And in regards to the argument that some of the black incels are making, saying that, black women never really wanted Kobe and they were rejecting Kobe and all this stuff. Stop. Black men. Kobe was raised in Italy, I believe. So he was raised around a lot of white people, and it's likely that he just wanted a non-black woman to settle down with. That most likely is what he wanted, and that has nothing to do with black women, probably has nothing to do with Brandy. Okay. And his wife, she wasn't some loyal ride or die chick that a lot of black men are making her out to be. She met him when he was rich. She was a typical hypergamous non-black woman who saw an opportunity to marry into wealth. So that's what she did. And good for her. I'm not knocking her for that at all. I'm pro hypergamy over here, so I don't knock any woman who does that. I encourage black women to do the same if they have the chance, but I find it really funny how black men are glossing over that fact and bigging her up like she wasn't a gold digger. No, she was. She was. And I'm not trying to be rude or insensitive, but I have to say this because nobody is saying this. I don't hear enough people saying this. So I have to. I tried not to, but I have to, okay? And again, I don't bring this up to shame his wife. Get your bag, honey. You set for life. You and your babies are set for life. I know that can't bring Kobe or your daughter back, but they're still set for life. They are, and that's better than being broke and that happening to your husband and your daughter. You get what I'm saying? But, these are the same men who accuse black women of gold digging and always thinking about money. These are the same men bigging her up. I read somewhere that Kobe's wife's stepdad even accused her of being a gold digger and learning from her mother because apparently her mother was getting alimony from her ex-husband. So she taught her baby well, okay? So let's not gloss over that like his wife didn't purposely set herself up for this moment. She did. She was thinking about this when she married him, okay? And again, good job, girl. Good job. But let's tell it like it is. Let's not put out all these lies and, start glorifying people and putting people on a pedestal and worshiping them like they're gods just because they die or they lose someone. It's not realistic. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do it. Okay. And from what I heard, Kobe cut off his parents and his sister financially as well. And all the while he was taking care of, his mother-in-law, his Mexican mother-in-law. And even though, I feel for his mom and his sister as a fellow black woman, the relationship he had with the black women in his personal life is still questionable. But, if any black women are going to protect his legacy and defend him, it should be them, not me. You get what I'm saying? And I can understand having empathy for his wife or mourning him, and his daughter because of the way they died. But black women, I'm sorry, all of this caping to me is just too much. It's overkill. And that's the only reason why I'm saying anything. If it wasn't for all of the caping going on, all of the capes I see flying in the wind, I wouldn't have to make this video, but I have to put out another narrative. I have to, you guys. I feel like it's my responsibility because it's ridiculous at this point. We look silly. Black women, we look silly. Okay? Don't black men always say that once black women hop the fence, they're on their own? Shouldn't that apply to Kobe as well? I can somewhat understand Lisa Leslie coming to his defense because Kobe was her friend. So I understand Lisa. I'm not, against Lisa. I think she handled herself very well, very classy, well spoken. I love the way she handled herself in that interview. And it's expected of her because, again, that's her friend, right? That was her friend. But I think the collective of black women should have just stayed silent about this overall. And I think that, again, since it wasn't on behalf of another black woman, I think Gayle should have stayed quiet too, because it's like she did nothing but put herself in danger. And for what? For what? I mean, she could have just not said anything. Listen, I'm just saying, I don't think any of us should say anything about anything. I mean, that's just how I feel about this. And again, I wouldn't be saying anything if black women weren't doing what they were doing. We're making it harder on ourselves, ladies. And all of this defense coming from black women, that should prove to you guys how much collective support black men get from black women in this community. That's why it's laughable when black men say that black women don't support them. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Most black women are sad right now, just like black men are. And they'll say, oh, well, you guys protect the wrong man. You protect the criminals and the drug dealers and the rapists. Kobe's an alleged rapist. You're protecting him. And listen, again, the facts of the case, not my business, not my fight. But this wouldn't be the first time that these so-called upstanding black men protect the alleged predators in our community. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. I mean, come on. So it's like, then you want to get mad then you want to act like black women only we're the only ones protecting the bad guys. No, you are too. You are too. When you feel like your reputation or your image is being tarnished, you got the capes on too. So don't expect black women to turn it on and turn it off, depending on what a black man has done or what he hasn't done. You can't even turn it on or turn it off. You can't even be discerning when it comes to this. You can't even be discerning. You want black women not to publicly, condemn R. Kelly because you worried about how it makes black men look. No. See, black men do a lot of things that they accuse us of doing. They really, really do. It's like they can do it, but we can't, which is totally unrealistic. Totally unrealistic. But I see overwhelming support coming from black women. The women who say what I'm saying right now are in the minority, which is why I'm doing this video. Even Ari Lennox went after Gayle on behalf of black men when just weeks ago, black men were comparing her to a Rottweiler. Ari, what are you doing? That is so embarrassing. Because what celebrity black male came to Ari's defense when they were talking about her nose? Kobe was alive. Did he defend her? Hello? Oh, I shouldn't say that because he's dead now. Listen, this is the one-sided support that me and so many other black women online are always talking about. And I didn't get it either at first. So I try to be patient with other black women, who are still catching up to speed. But dang, sis, Ari, you were just talking about not getting support from black men. So it's like, why do you have your cape out right now? And other people have also come for Gayle and Oprah, including comedian Monique. as well as Bill Cosby. Apparently, he's texting from jail talking about how it's a shame that black women are being used to go after black men. I mean, it's so much is going on. Snoop Dogg came out, called Gayle a bitch. He threatened to come and get her. Lil Bootsy came out and said something, and they were both, talking about tearing down the black women, tearing, or Gayle specifically tearing down the black community and tearing down black men and how we should stick together. Meanwhile, neither of them are ever on code with black women. When do you ever hear from them when, a black woman is being attacked? When? But all of a sudden, it's time to be a community when it's a black man being attacked. Do you see what's going on? Ladies, if you don't see the game being ran on you, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. They want us to be on code for them when they're never on code for us. Seriously? And look how much energy Snoop has for Gayle. But where is that energy for white male supremacists? Or the cops that kill innocent black men? You gonna go find them too, Snoop? You gonna go find George Zimmerman, Snoop? Where's your energy for him? See, these dudes will fight black women before they fight the white man. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. Oprah said in the interview that Gayle is getting death threats, you guys, and she has to travel with security. That's crazy. I mean, would I have done what she did? No. But does she deserve death threats? Absolutely not. Some of these men were just, quote unquote girl dads last week, celebrating Kobe being a good father to his girls, right? So it was this girl dad hashtag going on, and they're all like, "Oh, I'm the father of a beautiful black girl, whatever," right? And now they're calling black women bitches and sending them death threats. Crazy. Do you guys see how protected black men are in this community, though? Do you see how many people are literally falling out over Kobe? Black men are literally a protected class in the black community. Doesn't matter who they're married to. Doesn't matter. None of that matters. Doesn't matter if they had any type of loyalty to the black community. It does not matter. Black men will protect them. And black women, y'all will follow right behind them and protect the very men that don't even mess with you like that. It's just... Black women, we don't even protect each other like this. Do you guys see how sick that is? Black women are sick. We have Stockholm syndrome. We really do. Even when a black male celebrity disparages black women and black women call them out, how many black female celebrities call them out their name or send them death threats and do what Snoop Dogg did? Like, well, we don't do that. And black women are actually okay with what Snoop said to Gayle. You're okay with it. You're co-signing it. We're sick, man. We're sick. When has Snoop ever come out and stood up for his dark-skinned daughter who's complaining about colorism? When has he ever publicly said anything about that? Never. Y'all, this is sick. I'm disgusted. This is disgusting. And listen, I'm going to end with this. Black women, it's okay for you to have complex feelings or feel indifferent about the death of men who had a questionable past or didn't marry a black woman. Yes, it can be something as simple as if they didn't marry you, you have a right. You have a right not to mourn them or feel indifferent about when they die. You have that right. Black men feel that way about us all the time. All the time. A certain black male YouTuber, he did that when Toni Morrison died. I won't say who he is. But yeah, he's like, she didn't mess with black men like that. She was anti-black male, so I don't care that she's dead, I'm not saying you have to be like that. I'm not saying you have to be callous or cold like that. But, it's okay to feel indifferent and have complex feelings. Just don't say anything. Be silent. But you aren't obligated to mourn anyone or sing anyone's praises, just because, they're a celebrity or they heavily impacted black men, But my suggestion is, be tasteful about it. Just be quiet about it. And your silence is powerful, black women. And that's the code. That's the code. We need to start being quiet. Quiet. So, yeah, I am done here. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section, and I'll catch up with you in the next video.